We've been treated to a ton of great game-changing mods in 2012. Now the year has come to its end. I'm going to take a look back at some of the best additions to Skyrim this past year. Although remember one thing, this is entirely based on my opinions on what mods will make my upcoming Let's Play a richer, more immersive experience for me to play and for you to watch. I'm not playing favourites here, I refuse to do so. I'll show you mods from the smallest following to those with hundreds of thousands of users. Some mods are so small but make big changes, and some great mods are not always popular. One last thing before we start, these mods are not in any sort of order. I refuse to rate them from 1 to whatever, because that's down to personal preference, and some people might not even like some mods in this video. But I doubt that. Besides our loyal haters, don't forget to leave a dislike, you lovely haters you. Enough chat, let's get down to business. We start with SkyUI. The original Skyrim UI was clearly designed with console gamers in mind, or more specifically people using a gamepad. This is a mod that vastly improves the player's user interface when using a keyboard and mouse, like most PC gamers do. It's much easier to navigate with your keyboard and mouse, and even has a search function for your inventory. It uses less screen space as well, so it looks more professional. You also have a choice of a few different thumbnail designs, which is an added bonus. If you wanted more style or variation to your character, ApacheSkyHair is for you. It adds over 100 new hairstyles in total to the game, including some for Khajiit, Orcs and Elves. They've been converted from The Sims 2 and The Witcher, but some look absolutely brutal on your character. It's well worth a download if you're wanting a fresh look. And there's even an NPC Overhaul version of this mod as well. Do you want more kill moves? Is your bloodlust not satisfied with the ones currently at your disposal? Well, the Dance of Death mod will sort this out. To keep things brief, this mod unlocks many of the unused kill moves that were originally in the game, but for some reason were locked. Not only does this give you more moves to slaughter your enemies with, it also grants you a shout, with which you can adjust various settings, such as kill move chance, decapitation chance, perspective of the kills, whether or not you want to enable a perk restriction system, setting yourself immune to kill moves and last enemy. For a full review, search our channel for Dance of Death, you won't be disappointed as it shows them all. Do you ever feel like the weather in Skyrim is lacking a little variety? Well, try the climates of Tamriel. This is a truly massive overhaul. It adds over 500 new and unique weather systems, over 2,000 days, nights, sunsets and sunrises. It also boasts features such as a revamped rain system, high quality clouds, new sun with glare and new thunder effects, as well as lightning designs. And that's not all, it also comes with some customizable options such as custom nights, dungeons, caves and interiors to get the feel you want. If you have a high powered rig, you want your Skyrim to look as good as it can. This is where the Skyrim HD 2K texture comes in. This has been in work since the game's release, and it's still being updated today. It replaces over 600 textures and normal maps, with well over 200 man hours poured into working on it. Be warned though, it is a huge file, but fully worth it if your rig can support it. It changes everything: the landscape, architecture, the sky which includes stars, galaxies and sun glare, numerous water effects, and some clothing items, clutter and dungeons. Well worth it. Skyrim does have a good selection of armors, and a dedicated modding community releases plenty, but most of them can be sort of lore unfriendly, which is bad for immersion players. So Immersive Armor enters the room. This adds 22 new sets of armor, with various variations, plenty of helmets, 3 new shields, and a nice range of extras, such as eye patches, earrings, capes, scarves, and much more. The best thing is that they are all lore friendly, look great and can be crafted, upgraded and are enchantable. A main feature is that they are integrated into the game through leveled lists, quests, dungeons or specific NPCs. You might also want to check out immersive weapons while you're at it. You can see a video of all the weapons in version 1 on our channel. Gore is one vital component for me in Skyrim, and enhanced blood textures fills my lust for blood. It changes quite a lot for the better, such as the textures have been upscaled to a lovely 2K HD, as well as new wound types from different weapons, such as claws or blunt attacks. We also have new splatter textures to let your inner Dexter Morgan out. Blood also lasts longer on weapons. NPCs now bleed out blood when down but not out until they get up or die. You can also get more blood from throat slits and decapitations. Decapitated enemies will even spasm for several seconds. This mod also allows you to customize some settings to your liking. Spiders and Chorus bleed green blood while Dwarven machines bleed oil. If you ever get bored of restarting the game with the same old story intro, try Live Another Life, a mod which places you in a cell, left to rot. You're given the same choices for race, but then additional choices will become available. All have lasting impacts, great for a second or first time players. Now we come to a great immersive and essential mod that I reviewed just a few days ago, called Beast Race Skeletons. It adds full skeletal bodies for Argonians, Khajiit, Orcs and Elves. This was one of those that should have been in the vanilla game, but at least a good modder made it for us. You can find them in small groups in lore friendly areas around Skyrim. You even get a conjuration spell which summons a skeleton which reflects your race, so if you are an orc, you get an orc skeleton. Just what do you do with all those dragon souls that keep piling up? Spend them for perks and stats, of course. Now I've reviewed 2 souls to perk mods before, but this one is a bit better. You can of course spend your souls for perks, with stronger perks costing more souls, but if you don't want a perk, how about a stat upgrade instead? You can also configure the settings. What happens when you walk on snow in real life? Well, footprints of course, so how come Bethesda didn't include these in the vanilla game, or even as a free update? Well, no matter, as another great modder released it for them. It works for all humanoid NPCs, as well as bears, deers, Draugr, Falmer, Hagravens, horses, sabercats, skeletons, wolves, giants, mammoths, spriggans, cows, goats, trolls, skeevers and werewolves. And what's even better is the author said a dirt, mud and sand version is in the works. Most of you will remember when I reviewed the much needed player head tracking mod back on episode 30. So this basically adds head tracking into Skyrim, which is needed since it adds more realism and immersion to the game, because when you talk to someone in real life you don't stare at a wall. So I'm in a jail cell yet again. All I can do is sit here and serve my time. No more with Jailbreak, a mod that allows you to escape each prison by adding small items to help you along the way. Some prisons require a stealthy approach, others all crossbows blazing. A small but welcome mod. There's one thing that bothered me about Skyrim, and it was all the races were equal in stats and abilities from the get-go, with no bonus for their race or classes, which are not even in the vanilla game. CCO or Character Creation Overhaul corrects this. To keep this short, this adds various features to your game, such as diverse races and genders, which makes races unique again. For example, a male orc would have more starting health and carry capacity compared to an elf, who would have more magicka. We also get a chance to choose our birth signs, just like in Oblivion, as well as choose a class from a choice of 21, also from Oblivion. This allows you to choose 6 major skills that you will excel in, and one favoured ability such as health, stamina or magicka. This is great as you can customise this to your heart's content, with over 229,000 unique combinations possible. Last but not least is armoured horses. It's only logical to protect your horse from the creatures of Skyrim, and with this you can do it in style and remain lore friendly. This will replace the player bought horses with these custom armoured ones, with different armours for each city. So everyone, that was my personal selection of mods that I think will improve my game, and I'll be using all of them plus more. I had much more I could have included in this video, but I believe I've named the main ones I liked. Now sorry for the old saying, but opinions are like arseholes. Everyone has one. So post your own personal selection in the comments below, I'd love to see them. As always, thank you for watching and have a great 2013.